1988, sisters Katie and Kristi enjoy a normal, happy childhood.
Katie, Kristi, say hi to the camera.
But when things start to go bump in the night, their father uses his video cameras to uncover the mystery.
I just gotta film this stuff. I set up my cameras around the house, right? I can maybe capture something.
While the cameras reveal supernatural occurrences, the family is unprepared for the terror that awaits them in Paranormal Activity 3.
Sean, you've just seen it. What'd you think?
So one of the things that amazes me about all of these Paranormal Activity movies, this one included, is the ability to create suspense through literally nothing. All you have to do is set a camera in a darkened room, hit record, and just let it go. And the audience is left to build anticipation on their own. They're looking all over the frame for a shadow moving across, or a door slamming, or at least some kind of sound effect that comes. And even if nothing comes, the anticipation that builds up from that moment is astonishing. Paranormal Activity 3 is the weakest film of the franchise thus far. It repeats a lot of what the first two films did. It's also doing this thing where we're having prequels. It takes the two characters from the first two movies and shows them as children circa 1988. One of the problems with that is now we've got VHS footage. Somebody had to basically get their VHS camera out and mount it and roll it. You can't roll this forever. You can only get 6 hours of footage from a VHS tape. But that doesn't seem to be a problem for this movie. You get all hours of the night without any hitch whatsoever. It just says, hey, we're just gonna be scary without having to deal with the logic problems.
If I haven't seen Paranormal Activity 1 and 2, can I enter into the franchise with Paranormal Activity 3?
You won't be confused by what's going on. You won't be scratching your head going, I don't understand the events, because once it gets into the full story, it's its own entity.
So this is directed by the same filmmakers who did Catfish. What new vision do they bring to the franchise?
They do this one very ingenious thing, which I have to give them heavy props for, where they have a character actually chop off the top half of a fan, and they stick the camera on a fan motor. So it's moving back and forth across two rooms. And you just know that when that camera comes around to a stop, there's gonna be something in that frame that's gonna jump out, or there's gonna be some kind of thing lurking in the shadows that's gonna scare you. It's fantastic.
Did you hear that?
It's okay.
It was scary.
Well, why don't you give us your verdict?
Fans of the first two movies will enjoy this one, and it's best seen in a dark theater with a large audience. See it.
I'll drink to that.
All right. Wasn't I drinking beer?